Okay, so I'm in my car and I'm about to do a Zoom interview in like 5 minutes with a medical marijuana company, and I hope that they'll hire me despite these charges, which I have not been convicted of but are on my record. So, with that being said, I'm out in my car waiting to do that. I have a couple appointments on Thursday. I'm going to be coming into town. I will be meeting with this guy who I'm going to be renting an apartment from in Irwin. And I'm going to stop at Domino's there, maybe two of the Domino's, one for sure, in Monroeville, and see if they're hiring. I've already talked to the manager over the phone, and yeah, it should work out. So anyways, I've been really stressed out. This whole job deal with my thinking I was getting my old job back and just being strung along even longer just really threw me over the loop the other day and really stressed me out because, you know, that's my livelihood, that's my future. I thought that would be perfect for me. And yeah. So anyways, that's that. And now I'm looking for other jobs. So I'm getting ready to have this interview, and then I'll check out Domino's. And I've applied absolutely everywhere, and we'll see what happens. So I've been stressing out a little bit online. Well, yeah. And talking about Grace Life Church, which is where I went to church for a long time. I got Gino to go to church there when he didn't even believe in God. I took all my kids there. I volunteered there. I was the food coordinator, manager person. I forget what it was called, food ministry. And I would make all this homemade food and take it to all these people in need. And I'll tell more on that story later. I was a secretary there, greeter, went there for years. They dedicated all my babies, married us. But the pastor's wife never liked me. Okay, so whatever. But then when I started reading tarot cards and everything and just seeing things for how they were there, especially after working there, and just yeah, and mine and Gina's marriage continuing to fall apart. We gone to counseling there thousands of times with Pastor Buck and Jim and lots of people at that church. And now my kids are going back there. They're taking them there with their new family or whatever, and it's embarrassing. People are talking about us, they're already talking about us, and now they're really talking about us, and it's wrong for Pastor Buck to support them and encourage this, because I know how Gino feels about Pastor Buck, and Pastor Buck can get this guy to believe in God who did not believe in God, and he is a real big influence on Gino. And that's one of the reasons why I kept going there, because I thought Pastor Buck will maybe talk some sense into him, and he'll start treating me better. Anyways, so Amy Schaefer doesn't like me. It's like she hasn't liked me since I was being hired for secretary, for her husband's secretary. And she hated me while I was the secretary, and she treated me like shit. And I can elaborate and make it a fun little story in my blog in the future. But anybody that knows Amy Schaefer knows what I'm talking about, right? So, anyways, so that's fine. She's who she is, and that's great. So, but again, that was our church, our family church, and everyone there knows that I am a great mom. They all see me have my babies, raise my babies there. They know I'm such a good mom, and when I was pregnant and having all these kids and no help, and I'm bending over backwards, free labor for this church, cooking, driving around, running errands, dropping off meals, you name it, I was fucking doing it. Problem. Let's see what time it is. Okay, any second I should be having my interview here. So anyways, I went to the store the other day, the candle store, and I got Caleb this ring, this turtle ring. It's turned around here, but and they had palm reading cards, and I thought, oh, this is cool because my daughter Gianna likes to read palms. She taught herself. I don't read palms. I don't know anything about it really. And she decided one day she wanted to start reading palms, and she looked this up on YouTube and taught herself. So I saw palm reading cards and I bought them, and I told her, I'm like, I'm going to play with them a little bit and teach myself too, and then I'm going to give them to you. And she was like so excited. Well, then the next day she calls me yesterday and tells me that the first thing she says is she doesn't want the palm reading cards anymore. I'm like, okay. And why? And you just wanted them last night, and something that you like. I can tell she's being like scripted, and she says, because I believe in God now. And I was like, Gianna, you can believe in God and read cards and palms. I believe in God, sweetie. Well, I don't want them now. And so and she was like, I'm like, okay, well, I'll hold on to them for you. I don't want them at all, or something like that. And I could tell it was like hurting her to tell me this. And I tried to explain to her not to allow other people to diminish what she likes and what she cares about and what she's interested in. And that, you can believe in God and still follow your passions in life, whatever those are, and it's just disgusting that people actually say this, like, yeah. So anyways, that they're brainwashing my daughter into believing all this garb, this trash, these lies, and it's just about hurting me. So if I liked zoo animals and I went to the zoo and bought her an animal, then then if I was really, that was what I collected and that was really what I was into, then the same thing probably would have happened. So anyways, I'm going to go to Grace Life Church. I'm going to go back. I'm going to hold my head high for me and Jim Townsend, whose marriage also went up in flames while at that church. And Jim Townsend was my neighbor, and I can tell you from being a stay-at-home mom that he was a wonderful dad, caretaker of those kids. And him and I were actually pretty much the only caretakers of our children. We were the only ones that cared for them growing up. And we loved our kids, and we were dedicated parents. And now we don't have our kids, and we have zero access to our kids. Zero. And this has been going on for years with Jim. He has zero access to his kids. And he doesn't deserve it, and neither do I. So everyone knows I was really good friends with them. And so when I go back to church for my kids, since my kids are going there and being talked about, then I want to go there and be talked about more too, and I'll be standing there for myself, my family, my kids, Jim's kids, who I also care about, even though I haven't seen them in a few years, but they were at my house every day for years and years. So anyways, hope to get a job, move back, grace Life Church with my presence, and hope to God that something will stop here, because this isn't fair. Stop supporting them. Have a man-to-man talk with GQ. Stop supporting this against me. And if you're not going to stop, then I'm going to start showing up. I'll show up. Remember me? Remember me? Good mom. You saw every single Sunday for 9 years. More than that. You guys know I don't deserve this. You know this is wrong. So, Mama's coming home. Mama's coming home.